Is the Ripple issue really dead? Like, meaning that they're not a security, or is the appeals process going to draw this freaking thing out for 2 years before we really know, is Ripple a security or is it not? And so that's just sucking the life out of it. Now, in terms of support, I continue to be a fan of the 20, just above 27,000 range, right? So if we take a trend line right in here, and for some reason it's not, there we go. So if we just take that trend line alone, this continues to be my key support level that I'm watching. And again, right now, this is an upsloping trend line. So it's right around this level here, around 27,000, we'll call it 500 right now. So notice how it's upsloping. There's also a pivot right in here. Okay, if I zoom in, let me zoom in on this for us. So this pivot right here is a support level as well, around 28.2. So these two lines are converging. And again, I've said this to you guys many times that on Bitcoin, that is going to be a very pivotal level. If you hold it and you rally up, you honestly could break out. You could easily break out. On the other side, if it breaks, a long-term uptrend trend line is breaking, and that makes Bitcoin very, very vulnerable. Now, again, long-term, do I think Bitcoin's going to 100 to 200,000 to 300? Yes, I do. When? I honestly have no clue. I'm not a believer in this 4-year cycle, guys. I know it's happened 3 consecutive 4-year cycles, but I also encourage us to recognize that the Federal Reserve was printing all of those cycles, right? So it was always lenient and more lenient monetary policy, culminating with the COVID crash, which created even more liquidity in the system, right? So you have to kind of take it with a grain of salt and say, yeah, it could be a 4-year cycle here, or maybe it's not.